listening to Allegedly NYC.
Allegedly.
Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Allegedly NYC. I am Nomi Ruiz.
And I'm Eva Sanjurjo.
And we are just two native New Yorkers.
Two native New Yorkers.
From the other
Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents.
Trying to make, what is it, $182.00 from unemployment per week. How you doing, girl?
Good. It's it's summertime in New York City, so everyone is dusting off their tank tops and shorts
and their Timbs
and their face mask, and they're marching along New York Avenue.
I do have to say, in Bed-Stuy, the boys are really serving the face mask
Hard.
Like,
I mean, to match
with like logos, Puerto Rican flags, Dominican flags. Like, I am jealous. I need to step up my mask game.
Oh, girl, I bought, I told you this. I got a sequence mask. I don't know when they're coming, but they're black sequins because it's going to be carrying over. So I have day into evening mask, girl.
Did you get them from Wish also?
I got it from Wish, so it's going to take time. So we'll get it come September.
Oh my God. Well, today we have Cakes the Killa, rapper from New motherfucking Jersey, in the house. He's going to be joining us shortly. But before that, we have some tea. Did you see this fucking celebrity tribute to Black Lives Matter?
I did. Our good friend Stacey, she didn't put a headline on this. She's like, she just sent it, and she's like, and that was it. Like, and
all
thought
right.
Bubbles, and then they went away. I was like, she's like, she just.
That's all you can say. Okay, I'm gonna play it for a little bit so you can all see what the hell we're talking about, and we'll get just a clip because I can't handle too much of it.
Just a little, yeah.
I take responsibility.
I don't have my gag reflex is a little off.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment, for every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke. Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter
Whose
how big or small.
idea?
Every time I remain
Okay, I
silent.
can't anymore. No, I can't.
Every time
Oh, like I've heard it.
Wait, whose idea? First of all,
I don't know.
This is like-
Do I blame Kesha?
like, who thought of this? Like, who called all their friends and like, okay, we're putting together. It's not a TikTok video.
No, I would prefer a dance routine.
I would prefer if you get your ass on the street and go marching,
it's like
bitch.
White guilt times 10. It's insane.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God, I can't.
I feel like Ashton Kutcher is like punking them. He does a group text and he's like, "Yo, we gotta like show our
Say
support."
this, yeah.
And then he doesn't put himself in the video and he's just like, "Look at how stupid y'all look."
Girl, like the amount of white guilt is just insane. Like, okay, because you remember we had the celebrity like wooey me in the beginning of
the COVID one.
Yeah, we had the John Lennon.
Right, that one was in full color.
Yeah, full color, and everyone's on their iPhone singing "Imagine" to us. And
I wonder.
That
Wait,
was annoying.
I'm gonna have to analyze both. Were there any repeat offenders? Like, were any of the celebrities on both tapes?
No, because they probably saw the first one that got their ass ripped. They're like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" You're like, "No,
Girl,
I'm good."
All right. Well, another tea is the.
I think we have cakes in the house.
Oh my goodness! All right, y'all. You know what? Hold up. Cakes is in the house.
Yes.
I'm gonna play Cakes' latest single, which is called Dunzada, and we'll be right back with Cakes the Killa. Hold up.
Yes.
Bitch, did I come too early? I thought I could get mine.
I'm feeling that pink lace on the Gucci.
Smelling good with a stank attitude. This the thirst quench your lips on the boots. Tell me how you trying to get all the goods with no juice. Diva, puffin' sativa. Full grown, a bad bitch, a keeper. Dark skin, a savage, a reaper. This is my house, that's worth to Latifah. Hit the double take, I've been great, and still cakes. This problem ain't you been late. No phonies, no bites, no fakes. I'ma blow a kiss to these hoes, fuck a handshake. Shorty been the truth, it's me with the scoop. I'm a real theoretic with the boom. All these scallywags and drags want the loot. Recognize a Don Dada when you hear one in the booth.
Oh my god, that was Dun Dada by Cakes the Killa. Where you at, Cakes? Where you at? I can't see you on my... Oh, there.
You see me?
There you go. Hi, Cakes. Welcome to Allegedly. How you doing, cutie? Oh,
Which I'm in Bushwick off of, you know.
I'm in Bushwick too.
Wait, I thought she was in Atlanta.
No, I was in Georgia for a sabbatical, but now I'm back.
Oh shit! What brought you back? The coronavirus? You were like, I can't miss out on this opportunity.
No, I moved back before the coronavirus, which was a gag. Like when I moved back, it was like February. So it was
shit.
I was throwing parties, I was carrying, and then like 1 month later, it was like, actually no.
It was like, chop. Like all our dreams were snatched from us. Oh my goodness. Well, we were just playing your new single, Dun Dada, which is fucking fire.
So hot.
I think I've got a lot of whiplash from that already.
Yeah, got a little stiffness in the neck from whipping it.
From the hairography. And that is one track off your new EP that's going to be dropping, right?
Yeah, I'm dropping it's like a 4-track EP called Motherland. It's basically something I was working on the first couple weeks of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of pushed it back, considering the fact that now we're dealing with coronavirus and, a race war. So I was like,
it's like,
it was a lot though.
Oh my god! I kept making fun of Lady Gaga because she was like delayed her release because of the coronavirus, and then the day she dropped her album, it was like the race war began. She's like, fuck, I can't release shit.
She has not been really having like a lot of good marketing date moments, because like even when she dropped Joanne, having this whole Americana when Trump was in office, it's like we're not really feeling this Americana.
Yeah, we're not very patriotic right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put away the cowboy hat.
She's been a bit. She'll get it together.
And then art pop. That was a whole.
That's a whole another topic. That's dark. Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
That's a whole nother podcast.
It definitely is. Oh my god! So for those of you out there,
we love you, Stephanie Germanata. We love
you, Stephanie Germanata. We see you. We're here. We support you. We should do one of those celebrity support videos that we just showed. Have you seen those? Those like. For those of you who don't know, Cakes and I have the same birthday.
Right.
October 12th.
And I'm the 13th.
Ava's the 13th. So we're all hot, messy Libras in the house.
Aren't Libras the best?
We're the best.
They're the best.
I mean, yeah.
It would probably take us, if we all went out to dinner together, it would take us forever to figure out what we want. But we're going to eat some at some point.
I'm not that kind of Libra. I'm not that indecisive.
Do you know your rising?
I am with food. That's it.
I'm like, let's just go.
Let's just go. Well, I'm going to have the burger.
I can't do the burger. I mean, just take the bread off, maybe. I can't do the burger. I'm like, where's the seafood options? I don't know what I'm
Thank you.
We love a crab boil. We love a crab boil. I want the
amazing.
I want the
anything aquatic, anything fishy,
I'll take the cunt combo, the cunty combo. So you're from New Jersey, where a lot of dope MCs come from. Do you still have family there? Do you visit there? Are you still connected to Jersey, or are you just like ciao?
Yeah, well, my mom and my brother still live in Jersey. My grandmother moved down south. My immediate family is kind of small, so it's like I have a few family members that live down south, and the rest live still in Jersey. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Where Lauryn Hill comes from? Did you bump shoulders with her?
Kind of big.
Did you bump into her? I just imagine like in a cipher, you were like, "Oh, hey, who's this girl? She's cute."
Yeah, like me at 8 ciphering with Lauren.
Exactly.
Lauren, she's from Newark. She's from the part of Jersey where like Whitney Houston is from. I'm from Bergen County. That's a little closer to New York.
Got it.
So I would have better chances bumping into like Lumi D in the Washington
Oh
Heights.
yes, for the shout out. I love that you just gave her a shout out.
It's more like Washington Heights type moment.
Remember she had that big mural? That was a moment.
Mural right on the Bronx River.
Goals, Latina goals. So you were in New York for the whole COVID drama, which we're I guess still going through. So what was your quarantine like? Were you like what's the tea? Like how did you get through?
Like already quarantined anyway. Just it was like
as an artist.
Yeah, just as an artist, as an emotional person, as a Libra.
Yes.
I've been quarantined for 10 years.
I was already quarantined, and so the world just caught up.
Yeah,
it's
like,
so true.
I don't know. Like I just take things day by day. And it's like I don't really watch the news because it's like no one really knows what the fuck is going on. So I'm just waiting for something to really happen, and then I'll be good.
Right.
So.
I'm waiting for the clubs to open. That's what I'm like.
Okay.
On a more important note.
Could we really talk like when these clubs open up? First of all, if you wasn't in the clubs before, you are not allowed to be in now.
Hello.
All you bitches that used to not want to go out to the club, especially bitches of my age, you don't bring your ass to the club now, girl. It's for them bitches like me, them old bros at the bar still. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's given members only from now on. Like
this is true.
People didn't appreciate nightlife, and it's like it's completely gone. So many people have lost jobs. There's no creativity. Why are we paying all this money to live in New York if it feels like I'm living in fucking Wyoming or some shit?
Hello. Exactly. I'm like quarantine in New York is like basically living in LA.
Yeah, I'm we have house parties.
Oh my god, that's a kiki.
Open up, it's gonna be a lot.
I know, especially the bitches that left New York to go back with their mommy and daddy at home. Like, don't try to come back, honey. Don't your New Yorker cred has been stripped from you. Okay,
yeah, if you haven't handled a pandemic, I don't know who you are.
Yeah. You're not
the mass exodus from New York during this era is like
it's amazing. I see so much U-Haul around here in Bushwick. I'm like,
girl. I'm loving the Airbnb options though. I'm living.
No, it's like, yeah, I might have to buy some real estate.
It's time. It's our moment.
I think one of those bitches that buys something for $30,000, you know, like they did in the Lower East Side.
It's all about a fixer-upper. Like, just get a fixer-upper. Like,
oh my god, this is true. So COVID really has affected the music industry. I feel like it's going to be one of the last industries to recover from this. You know, the nightlife industry, the music industry. Like, how do you think when we allegedly go back to like normal or what the new normal is, how is that going to affect the music industry and like our work? You know.
Well, I don't really know because I've always been an industry outsider in a way. It's like so I wasn't really maneuvering my career on that level, right?
Yeah.
But what I will say is, even though we are living in very serious times right now and very turbulent times, this has been wonderful for my career, darling. Because it's like, it's pride. Everybody wants to have a homosexual right now. And on top of that, everybody is having this white guilt issue. So it's like,
so I've been getting random texts.
People, I got one random text like that, but we're not that close as far as the white person. But the white people in my little coop, they know. They know how I am. Like, don't even.
It's funny because it's almost like some people think that like racism is new. We're like,
I know. It's like
like the people are giving like Corona has basically evolved into this thing called racism. They're just and I'm like, where the fuck have you been? Like, to me, it's unacceptable. Like, all those people that are like, Black Lives Matter hashtags and like blacking out their pictures. I'm like, the fact that you think any race could even have that conversation about what life matters, like, and you think you're saying that special, bitch? It's like, girl, no.
I saw you tweeted that. I'm like, hello. And now,
like,
so yeah, I'm curious what you think. Like now, the music industry is like everyone's like, oh my god, we didn't realize. I'm like, how many times were like Black people and people of color talking about how the urban genre was kind of like problematic, and like now they're listening because I guess white people are finally like caught up to racism. So now they're like, oh, I guess now we gotta address it.
They just got to the stuff.
Like, what's going on?
The thing about it was the email was in their spam folder and they just cleaned it out. And
very that. It's very that.
Oh, I didn't read this one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I had to do something.
You recently tweeted, "I'm so happy I'm making house music from now on, so I don't have to have those out in hip hop conversations. Y'all can keep that. This bird has flown."
Period. This bird has flown.
Yeah, so let's give you some applause for that.
Yeah.
So what brought you to that like realization? When did you make that deciding factor? What's the tea on that?
So basically, like, I've always dabbled with dance music and things like that.
Yeah.
But I never fully like immersed myself in a full dance project.
Right.
Because as a Black male who's gay that's making rap music, I kind of put a pressure on myself. Like, I always have to prove myself, like, lyrically. So it was about, it was always myself, but it was myself through certain type of lenses and filters, like what was expected of me.
Right.
And it got to the point where I kind of reached the glass ceiling in my career where it was like, there was nothing I could do to prove to anyone what I was. And people were just, they were just going to treat me as I was. So I was like, why am I playing this game? Right. Especially considering all the bullshit that they let into the genre of hip hop. It's like, I'm being a purist and trying to respect R16 and like do all this shit and not even be included in a conversation because of principle. But then it's like, hip hop is not even what it was when I fell in love with it. So now I'm just like, girl, be a faggot. Make the faggot house and play it.
It's so true. And you've already you made your mark and you like took up that space in that industry, and it's like, okay, you see the foolery in there, what they're gonna just like keep you there capped off, and it's like, okay, it's time to like ignore you because it's not needed anymore.
It's not right. It's like I think I did what needed to be done, and now I have to go to where I was when I first started, where it was just for me.
Exactly. Oh my god, well, I'm really excited to hear your new project and see where you've gone.
That's gonna be great.
You appeared on Rhythm and Flow, which I watched, which was so cute. Yes. And you said something really like super real, which was there is this weird misconception that a lesbian can be a rapper, but a gay guy can't.
Right.
So why do you think that's like? I'm curious. I want to hear your opinion on like why there's a stigma with men and not with women when it comes to rapping and being sort of accepted into the mainstream or whatever.
Well, there's two different things if we're like assessing like lesbians in music. Mm-hmm. To some men, lesbians are not threatening because they look at lesbian as like, I could still fuck with her. I could still get through.
Right.
Like they're not respecting that boundary of like, this is a woman that's only interested in women. Then the other side of that is also, and so that's appealing to me.
Good point. Yeah.
Then the other side of that is a lot of lesbian females when they rap, they exude a masculinity that's more palatable to men.
It's like a husky aggression.
Right. So it's more of like she's being one of the boys, so they're not
right.
So for someone like me,
a Libra.
I'm exuding a little more of feminine, like campy likeness in my styling, and that's what makes men uncomfortable. Like somebody just tweeted me today, like he could listen to Kevin Abstract talk about being a power bottom, but he couldn't listen to me just because of how flamboyant I am, and it just was like the way men process other men. It's very critical, And I was just like, you're lost, Miss Thing.
Yeah, it's interesting,
right.
especially like in hip hop. I feel like there's always sort of this attack on like femininity within the genre too. Like
Always.
whether it's like, you know, it's misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, and it's so crazy because like we're always trying to like fit into the lens of like the male, the straight cis male gaze, and it's like, you know, that's those are the people that are determining who makes it in. They're the gatekeepers, you know. So it's like when they're threatened by something that they're even maybe attracted to or something, it's so crazy that your career is based on like how you can get a guy a hard on or not, and like
yeah, and that's also a lot of things. But to be honest, I think that's just a music thing in general that transcends hip hop and rap.
Yeah,
because a lot of times when journalists talk to me, they're like, they want to paint this picture of me as this like downtrodden homosexual trying to like get into hip hop. I'm like, I made my mark in hip hop.
You're like, I'm here, yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, like, I'm not gonna bastardize hip hop as like this demonic genre, because it's like I have connections with people like Ebro from Hot 97.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've done things. It's, to me, people accept me and people don't. That's just life. I have my with the gay community who don't book gay acts, don't book trans acts. They don't put their gay dollars into their own community, and it's like over.
That's 100% true.
Patty shade. I'm like, if gay people put more support behind gay artists, we wouldn't have to have a conversation about a community accepting me or not, because I would have my own community.
Exactly, yeah. That's what this industry conversation now, I think, needs to go beyond like the labels. Like, it needs to go to the agents and the managers and the promoters and the bookers and the venues. It's like that's where the conversation also needs to happen, because they're obsessed with this like white broke culture, which is like, and they always have the room for the one, you know, the one like queer brown person.
You have to hit the quota. You have the one, you know, hitting the queer community. You got your, you know, white rapper, and then you got, you know, it's just like this poo-poo platter, and there's room for everybody, but they just want to have one of each. You get a little bit of your community, and this is you for this community. It's just bullshit. It's just complete bullshit.
What amplifies it is when a lot of people internalize that, and that's how they move. Like, just speaking on like gay out rappers, all these bitches have this mentality of like, I'm the doll, I'm the one, and it's like,
that's another thing. The first, I'm the first, I'm the this, they're trying to just take up space.
I'm like, thinks of Muhammad Ali.
I'm like, you could be the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you don't have any tour dates, you don't have any sync checks coming in, if you don't have any, like, if your resume is looking like social media accolades, we're not having the same conversation.
Right. Yeah.
Hello.
I agree.
Hello. Where's Matt? I need to give you the oh
snap.
Oh my god. Well, last year you dropped Love Me Not, and with a gorgeous video to go along with it, which I'm gonna show a little clip of right here. And in the video, first of all, who is this boy that you are all up in? Let's start there. You are getting tongued down, honey, in slow motion.
I made out with two different guys, and I made out with one of my girlfriends. To me, okay.
I love videos.
When I shoot videos, like, I come up with these treatments, and I have to be very cheap, because I'm the type of person, I don't have a lot of money, I'm not on a label.
Yeah,
so I have to say something, and it has to be done cheap, and it has to be done, but it also has to be done well.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, this is a love song. Let's have a scene in a bar with people making out, because when I go out in the clubs, that's what happens.
Exactly.
They, like,
famous for it, yeah.
People make out. So many people were like, oh my God, this is so vulgar, this political statement. And I'm like, wait, what?
This is what happens when we go out. Like, this is not
what happens when you do a little too much, and then you drink a little too much, and then this is what happens.
Anything after 12 o'clock is free for all. Hello.
It's just like, it just annoys me, because it seems like some people they put these political things on things that are not necessarily political. It's like, let's focus on what's political opposed to like something that's not.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I think because like what I loved about it is because like you rarely see two men in general just like being intimate on screen, and then especially two black men on screen, and then within like hip hop and that whole thing was just like, okay, this is what needs to be done. You know, like a lot of people could be like, I'm the first gay rapper, or I'm this and that, but they're not doing that kind of stuff. They're not giving those messages. They're not showing what real love is. They're like trying to still fit into what they want it to be.
And I could relate to that because I did have a moment with like, I think it was like maybe my second or third project where it was like, how can I make a record that this person would play? And I'm not saying I don't like that music, but I don't think if you're an artist, you shouldn't think like that.
Right.
And what's happening now with rap as a genre is very unfortunate because people are not listening to other genres of music. What makes the rap that we grew up listening to so rich and full of textures is because they had samples and they were using instrumentation. It was a deeper experience because it was like ancestral in a sense.
Yeah,
nowadays everything is so flat because it's just copying the sound that this person is doing and this person is doing. So it's like,
and it's minimal. Like lyrically, it's just like, what is going on?
No one's saying anything. Like the music, the rap and hip hop that I grew up with, I always bring up like Tribe and De La Soul and all that, but they were giving us sick beats, but they were actually saying something. Right. No one's saying shit right now. No one's moving me.
When you have these conversations, people feel like, well, sometimes people just want to have fun, and that's true. I'm not saying you can't have fun,
right?
But I'm saying, I need you to rap and enunciate like you know how to read. Because now y'all giving me, it's giving people have to be like, you have to have a learning disability to be a rapper nowadays. And I'm like, now wait a minute.
With auto-tune. You have that with auto-tune.
Right.
And it's like people who are like, I don't even respect rap. Like, I don't respect this art form.
Well, you know what was funny? Because as I went back to Rhythm and Flow, I watched the whole thing. And then part of it was like, I can't read your lyrics in a caption, and I'm like, oh my god, is that where we're at right now? Like you need to write lyrics that fit into a caption on Instagram. Like that's what you really think about when you write a rap. Like wow,
because it's a business now. It's not about the soul anymore.
That's fucked with my house. Like wow, that's how they really are thinking. Like they analyze it scientifically. They're like, okay, we want kids to post your lyrics on Instagram.
Yeah,
everything is equation now. Like nothing nothing could be like, those you listen to an album and you hear a little mess up, a little vocal.
Yes.
Breath. That adds character to it. Now we don't, it's like, no. It's like fucking mind control. And I'm just like.
Absolutely.
I remember, I think it was E09. She was like, I saw someone in the studio editing out all my breaths. And I was like, could you please not do it? They're just like chopping the breath sound. They're like, it's okay to be human.
Yeah, I want to live on this.
Wow.
But it's like people are not artists. Like people are not artists. People think they're artists, and everyone is artistic. But to be an artist is more than just being I'm creative. You have to have work ethic. You have to have a vision. You have to have knowledge. Like it's a bigger thing than just being like I'm witty and I dress cool.
Right.
So,
yeah. Take off your nail polish. We're not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're such in like a image driven. I mean, it's always been very image, but even more so now. Like we're looking at people more than we're listening to them at this point. I feel like I don't know.
And people look fucking crazy.
They look fucking crazy.
Let's call it like it.
Let's call it like it is.
Yeah.
Say like, well, the older generation always has something to say bad about the next generation, which is. But this shit is unacceptable.
It's a bit much. It's hit a low.
Yeah.
It's hit a low.
It's a little at this point.
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago, I love this article that Metro published 2 years ago, where it was like, rapper orders white people off stage because it's Black History Month. I remember when this first came out, I was like, you're my idol. But now circle back, I'm like, you see?
She knew.
She predicted it. Cakes predicted racism.
I was trying to tell them they didn't get the message.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
That moment is one of those things that just is an example of how crappy journalism is nowadays.
Oh, that's another
and how
thing.
people do everything for clickbait, and also how corny clubs and nightlives have gotten. It's like, I remember going to fucking Van Dam back in the day, Greenhouse.
Ooh.
That was fun.
You would see some debauchery. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Unmentionable things. Now it's like you can't even be a performer in a nightclub and be witty anymore because it's like everyone wants to be PC and wrapped in a bubble. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, everything's
yes,
kind of
I
like
did
starting from scratch.
right. And it's like, yeah, I did tell those white people to get off stage, but I told everyone to get off stage.
Right,
Was
right.
Was it Black History Month? Yes. Did I let the 3 black girls that was at a Lady Fact party get some spotlight? Yes. Why is that an issue and why is that an
Right.
article?
Right.
Yeah.
You need to unpack your issues. Like,
Right.
Mind
and I'm
you,
like, how dare you be a British publication trying to stop my European bags?
hello.
Racism. Hello. I took that very seriously.
It's true. They just want to click.
Oh,
Well, it's funny because like Princess Nokia does that now all the time. She's always like, you know, ladies of color to the front and boys and everyone else to the back. So it's like,
yeah.
I guess it was okay when she did it.
Artists can do what they want to do when it's their time on the mic because that's what I'm paid. I'm here to curate a moment. If your ass don't like it, take your ass to the bar. Go to the bathroom. Go to bed. And
Go to your line. Your bumps in the bathroom, girl.
Yeah.
I have this problem so much. Like, especially, it kills me the most when I'm at like a black gay club and I'm performing, and you got this. They'll just stand there and they'll get in, but it's always that one bitch that will walk right past your eyes. Oh my! I always
Like on purpose.
Like on purpose, and it's like I have to break the fourth wall.
Right.
It's like, what do you think? Like, you would not do this if this was Studio 54 and Grace Jones was doing something.
Oh God, heavens no.
Like, it's called respect. Respect the fact that I'm like presenting something.
Right,
If you
right.
don't like it, go to the back, but don't try to play me.
Yeah. And also, anyone who knows Cakes is like Cakes takes over the whole venue when you
I'm
perform.
gonna take up the whole
Well, because you're performing.
You're like, you know what? I'm gonna step up into the crowd, into your face. I'm gonna go make out with your man and go back on stage and finish my song.
I mean, I have to do something to set the straight. Like, what?
I love it. You once said a skill I would like to master is monogamy.
Yo, this barber. This Sawyer moment. Where the fuck? What year was that? Like, I'm screaming.
Wait, so here at Allegedly, we have a lot of conversations about like ethical non-monogamy versus polygamy versus like infidelity versus like open relationships. Like, there's all these terms and there's all these labels and philosophies on like that whole tea. Like, I'm wondering, where do you stand on like the spectrum of like monogamy versus everything else? Like, what's your deal?
I'm one of those type of bitches where it's like either I'm open or I'm closed.
Either
so it's like either I'm of the scene and I'm of the world and I have my little dangerous liaisons with my lovers, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah.
Love that.
Or I have a man.
Okay.
And the thing which is funny now, everyone is adopting this whole like polyamorous openness to their relationships, which is fine. But they're trying to make it seem like being monogamous is void. And I'm like, some of us do just want to be with one person. We don't want to have to douche and fleet for the entire borough. You know what I'm saying? Some of us and how.
Right. Right.
And you know, it is what it is. I have my fun. I have my little, you know, pieces, but
yes. Well, this is true.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I'm like, everyone just do what makes sense to them and communicate. Communication is key.
Communication
How was you know, being quarantined and having, you know, boot up? Are you boot up or do you have a little
My man lives in LA.
situation?
So my man lives in LA, so we're kind of doing like this like open thing. Well, my man would be poly, and I'm like, you're dragging it. I'm like, that. I can't multitask like that.
Right.
So I'm like, we'll be open and you do you, and it'll be whatever that type of Netflix original series moment.
Yeah.
As far as like any like skins, like, you know, you have your little box here and there, but right now I've really just been focused on like reading and fucking writing and being like a fucking queer literary girl.
Yes. Oh my God. What?
Right now I'm reading Andre Leon Talley's new book. It's
dying
of carrying. I'm kind of over it because like he's so fucking like, I don't want to say boring, but like he's not a turn up. Like he's not gonna. He's not gonna divulge about the bumps he did or didn't do. He's not gonna. So it's not juicy, but the tea he's spilling is really juicy about other people.
Right.
Oh, shade. I love it.
I heard there's a lot of Anna Wintour shade going on too.
Well, I'm like only like 100 pages in, so I didn't get into like the end of their career. I'm still at the beginning.
Okay.
But it's a really good read because it just sheds a light on like our industry. Because fashion is kind of, it's the same as music and art.
100%.
Like the backstabbing and like and it's like it's such a key how like the people in power play people like pawns. Like it's
absolutely. It goes hand in hand. I mean, I feel like I relate to half of everything you guys are saying because I'm also in the fashion industry. I can relate to everything you're saying.
Right.
Totally. All right, well, are you ready for some rapid fire questions, Cakes the Killa?
Let's go.
All right. What's your safe word?
No. I'm very like, I don't play. I'm like, stop. No.
Oh my God. Okay.
My safe word is a face. They know the face.
Oh, so it's like a visual.
It's a visual, like, you tried it.
So do you tell them ahead of time, like, if I make this face, just know?
No. I'm one of those type of people where it's like, people say I don't even have to say much. Like, they see it in my eyes and in my body language. Like, I have no poker face.
This is true.
Yeah.
That's very Libra.
Very Libra. Libra, Gemini rising. Your top 5, like, MCs.
Foxy Brown.
Yes.
Busta Rhymes.
Ooh.
Missy Elliott.
Yes.
We have the same list.
ODB.
Oh.
Nice.
And for the new girls, I have to give it to Nicki.
Oh, yes. Nicki slays.
Playful.
Yes.
She slays.
To me, she's the MySpace playful. Like, she was so that moment. Like, she so encapsulates that moment.
That was perfect.
Of like MySpace music. So I live. Like, she could do no wrong.
Oh my God. Okay.
Except when she's doing wrong.
Except with every other thing.
Except when she's doing wrong.
All right. I'm going to say some names and you just respond with one word. Like what you think to describe them. Doja Cat.
Ooh.
Huh?
Who
Oh,
that?
is that your word? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Next. Lana Del Rey.
Ooh.
Let me just laugh.
Okay.
This is a list of cancellation.
No one is giving.
Guilty pleasure still. I can't. Guilty pleasure.
Okay, guilty pleasure. That's a good one.
Guilty pleasure.
Cardi B.
Carrying
fully. All right,
Carrying.
fine. Okay, so we're gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh my God. This is allegedly. This is all alleged.
Oh,
Okay, this is allegedly.
Right.
It's in the title, so we're already legally safe.
Before we play, I'm just gonna say this one tangent. The first time I was ever in black media, like online, I think it was Media Takeout took a video of me, and I was playing this game with this journalist, and it was like, fuck, he told me to name my top 3 favorite male rappers, and I said like Busta Rhymes, Cameron, and DMX. Then he told me fuck, marry, kill, and I said I would fuck Busta Rhymes. Media Takeout took the fucking clip and put gay rapper claims to be fucking Busta Rhymes.
No.
And I was so mortified.
I would love that.
And let me tell you something. I have been on magazine covers in Europe. I've been from all these little blogs. It wasn't until I was on Media Takeout that my grandmothers and my cousins was writing me on Facebook like, bitch, you made it finally. I'm like, the fucking article?
They don't even care. They're like, yes, Cakes made it.
That article did more for me in my family's eyes than anything I did. They said,
You're like, I'm on the New York Times. They're like, Media Takeout.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, period. I'm like, I was in Vogue Italia.
I'm
Nah.
No, this is good.
This one's best.
This is
good.
media takeout. Cause you're fucking Busta Rhymes. It's like,
I mean, that's a good headline. I'm just saying.
so that's why I don't play that game. Long story short.
Wait, no. Okay, we're not definitely. This is already live, so this is live. We're not gonna edit after. So, and it's not that scandalous. It's actually gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So here are your options. Steve Buscemi. That's Ava's favorite. Ebro from In the Morning.
I cannot play this game.
Wait.
It's not happening, girl.
It's too many media. Too much.
Too soon. Too soon.
Okay, fine. Forget about Ebro. We're gonna take away Ebro. Okay, Steve Buscemi, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh.
Or okay, Ava, give a third one.
Oh, third. Oh,
I've just seen the article of like, Cakes the Killer said he fucks me.
Cakes is traumatized. Fine. You know what? Media takeout. You ruined our
trauma.
fuck, marry, kill with Cakes the Killer. All right.
I mean, we can do albums. Like,
oh, girl.
Oh my! Let's do fuck, marry, kill Lady Gaga album.
Okay,
Ooh.
this is good. Okay, Art Pop.
I like that. Ooh.
Chromatica. And
The Fame Monster.
okay.
Yeah.
The Fame Monster Deluxe. I'm marrying the Fame Monster Deluxe. I'm fucking Art Pop.
For sure.
Chromatica, I'm sorry, you have to die. It's not
Wait, what's the new one?
The new one. See, I actually really love Art Pop.
That, you know what? It's this.
Art Pop had Guy.
You're the
on
only
it, right?
person who loves
Art Pop had Guy on it. Art Pop had Your Body, although the R. Kelly thing was problematic, but I liked the
so
song.
like,
Christina Aguilera.
She had, it also had
Art Pop wasn't that tantalizing to me. Now, the Fame and the Fame Monster,
she carried on that.
she kind of went a little headless. I do have some cuts on Chromatica that I like, but I don't really like the techno cyber,
Yeah.
you know, Xenon 2020, Cleopatra 2020 type moment.
I really like Sour Candy. Sour Candy.
Right.
That one's cute.
I
Well,
think it's not my favorite era, but I support. We love Italian, but you know.
poor Gaga. You know what? Maybe next year she'll pick a good release date.
I don't know. I think it's waiting 2022 or some shit.
Well, speaking of release date, before we go, when is Motherland coming out?
Girl, I don't even.
Do you
know. Hashtag stay tuned.
Hashtag say, you're gonna let us know.
Wait, so what should we expect? Is it gonna be your like hip house, like your new dance vibe? You're gonna be giving
with
us...
this album and with me moving forward sonically, I'm just committing to my hip house records. As you know, I've always been a fan of yours, and you know, all types of house music. And I'm like, why the fuck am I limiting myself? Like, I'm that bitch. Like, I could do that shit. I could sing, I could dance, I could act. So I'm just like, coming to my power. Like, I'm turning 30, so I'm just claiming that.
Oh my god.
Oh, 30. I can't wait to hear that.
Over 12.
That's gonna be dirty. I feel it.
Motherland.
The energy, she's coming.
Jazz. And I love the title. I'm excited to cop it. Yes. Everyone, how can people stalk you? Like, are you at Kicks the Killer on your social media?
Don't stalk me because I'm blocked. I am not afraid to lose a fan for doing no fuck shit. That's number one.
Kicks is very amazing on Twitter. Like, I watch your Twitter feed like it's a TV show. I'm like, yes.
I mean, I just
what's carrying today?
Blame the edible. Okay.
Oh.
You can hit me up on all platforms at kicksthekiller.com, except OnlyFans. Don't try it.
Wait, are you on OnlyFans?
I'm a little camera shy, and I would be the type of bitch. My lighting would have to be a certain way. My would have to be a certain way. Right. It's giving post production. It's giving animation. It's giving and I just don't have the budget for that.
This is true. Well, I also wanted to ask you, because you had a song called New Phone Who Dis, which I love. Right. What is your favorite, like, hookup app? Like, do you meet boys on apps, or, like, have you ever dated?
I just got back on the apps, but the thing about the apps is I can't be mysterious because it's like, bitch, everyone, especially in Bushwick, they clocking me. They like, oh, what's good?
They're like, you want to go to Bossa Nova, bitch? Where are you?
Let me try gold.
Let me try mood ring.
Right, so that's why now I'm just trying to get my little harem situated with my little pieces so I don't gotta be on the apps. Because apps is very like draining.
It's a job. It's a full-time job. You gotta take resumes.
It's really a job. Just a questionnaire alone. I didn't even finish mine.
But I do like Hinge. Hinge is a really cute dating app that's not so hookup centric. They have a nice little like aesthetic. It looks really cute. Yeah. Hinge is kind.
Hinge. What's the difference between like Hinge and Tinder?
Hinge is a little bit more like counterculture. It's a little more.
It's like the Tumblr of apps.
Yeah, it's very no shade. It's pretty much Tumblr and Tinder together. Like I'm not even carrying it.
Oh my god.
No shade. Hinge needs to make me their fucking spokesperson because I've been talking about their asses on all my damn interviews. Cut check. Stop.
Hello. Sponsored by.
Oh, I would love a sponsor.
Allegedly sponsored by Hinge.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, one more question
Coconut oil.
before we go.
Coconut oil.
One more question. This is based on your tweet.
Fuck, marry, kill. I'm screaming.
That was our first. Like, I'm not doing that.
That was. I mean, there's always a first.
Personal.
Right.
You tweeted about being a sugar baby at some point, or being offered a position as a sugar baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
How did that go?
Job offer.
He sent me his number and I didn't follow him back because I was so having this internal dialogue of like, I could not do that. Like,
That's so Libra. I actually hate that side of us.
I would give some. Yeah, you could get a hand job, a blow job,
Yeah.
Throw me some coin. But I feel like that sugar baby, sugar daddy shit. Like I'm not comfortable with being humiliated. Like, and I have heard stories about what people had to do. Like one of my friends got like locked in a cage, and then the guy like left. And I'm sorry. Like,
oh my god.
One table.
But what did they get paid?
Like,
but what was the invoice?
Do they pay rent with this cage?
You like, well, he came back eventually.
Where's the invoice?
The invoice, you have to slip it through the
It sounds like Survivor to me, and I'm just not into that. Like, I'm not into those type of tactics.
No.
I feel you. I like to earn my money the traditional way. Call me old school, but I like to work for my coin. All right, Kate. Well, you've been adorable and so good to talk to. I miss you,
Nice
boo,
to meet you.
my fellow Libra sister.
I'll be seeing you when we record our new track.
Yes, bitch.
Ooh, that would
get
be lovely.
ready. Duet is coming
Give it to
soon.
me.
The feature is happening. And Motherland's gonna come out at some point, so keep stalking Cakes to find out when.
Like a polite stalk.
And I believe that Cakes would fuck Machine Gun Kelly. He would marry Steve Buscemi and kill Ibra.
I will marry Steve Buscemi.
A yes or no would just suffice.
That's amazing.
Goodbye, y'all.
All right. Love you. Signing off. Here's our ASMR ad for tomorrow's ASMR. Don't miss it. Yes. Ciao.
Allegedly. Welcome to Allegedly NYC. This is our ASMR. Today's topic is pandemic etiquette. I'm gonna make a dip. Cotton, lycra, polyester, Koya. Sass on. Just like opening up a condom. Bitches are nasty. Sexual. That was delicious.
You're listening to Allegedly NYC.
Allegedly. God.